Hey everyone, it's me, Patch Dan Bogat. I know I just finished making a video about demonic help and how we should view that particular help, and you could check out that video. But in this particular video, I'm going to just show you a few books that I have within my library. You know, I'm continuously collecting occult books so that I could become more knowledgeable. You know, I mean, we all do this. Like, for example, you may have heard of this book, the Necronomicon. Very, very good book, and I advise anyone to pick it up. I'm going to read just a part of it. This is basically the Cthulhu calls, but I wanted to read this portion because I thought it was really awesome, because it goes to show how the authenticity of the writer of this book and how he perceives his spells in being and the effect that it will have for those who read the book. Here, it says, the Necronomicon's magic is nothing to fool with, and it may expose you to psychological forces with which you cannot cope. Remember, if you tinker with the incantations, you were warned. And that's from Fate magazine, and a quote. And I can't wait to dig even deeper within this book. I just got it, and I really do appreciate this book, because I can only imagine what is going to follow and the experiences that I'm going to basically go through, and the transformation that I'm going to see in my upcoming future. So this is a very good book to pick up. If you haven't already, please do so. I got it from Amazon, and it's a really good read. A second book that I should have gotten since the dawn of me coming to the left-hand path, but yes, is no other than the Satanic Bible. This book is such a treasure. You know, this type of book, for me, when I look at it, even though I do not believe Satan only being a metaphorical abstract of our life and just of the subconscious, I see him as being an actual being, because after all, he is my spirit guide, he's my guardian demon. So he's more than that. But I look at this particular book and I say to myself, I possess this book because it serves as a reminder of what I represent and who I am. Because going deeper within the book and understanding what Anton LaVey is trying to transmute in his message is still a staggering message altogether, and it's something that I would have to say is one of the best things that I've come across. Now, there are other books that I'm going to basically try to get, and they're going to be equally difficult, as far as saying that there is going to be no physical copy of certain books. Like, for example, there's going to be no physical book of the Code Gigas. You know, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to receive that book anytime. And there's other such books like the Grand Grimoire. Now, these books, you have to realize, it's not so much the information they're in, because what I'm saying is that the information can be altered to fit the writer's claims and whatever have you. So in other words, it won't be as close to the actual book itself, because the actual book is really within I forget which museum, but these museums and these institutions of authorities have such books like the Grand Grimoire or the Code Gigas or the Codex Gigas. Excuse me, I just corrected myself. But the Codex Gigas, you know, things of that nature, these institutions have them. But it's one of those things where I'm saying to myself, even if I get the book myself, I know it's going to be a copy of the original manuscript, but it still is a very good representation of it, and I can still read a lot of results out of that, only because it is the intent behind it. And of course, asking Satan for assistance and really digging deep within the knowledge of that book, and I'm going to see results, and I know I will with confidence, considering that I've been on the left-hand path for many, many years, and I know that it really is your intent behind what you do that matters. So I just encourage anyone who's really into witchcraft to harness your craft and looking at certain books to educate yourself so that you could not just better yourself, but when it comes down to someone else telling you what is right and what is wrong, as if only they hold that knowledge, you could see the fallacies in what people say, because not only did you pick up the book yourself and you read it with the open mind and open heart, but you applied it. And there's nothing better than that. There is nothing better than that. That reminds me of when I read the Book of the Law by Aleister Crowley. Reading it from his standpoint and what his magic system entails was a very beautiful thing, because it's not just someone else saying, oh, Aleister Crowley is cool, and just listen what I have to say about it. Well, no, no, no. You know what I mean? It's like I look at it and I benefit from it because I picked it up and I read it. And I encourage all you friends to do the same thing, because once you do that, you're going to see that once you start your own gnosis and you implement it within your own magic system, you're going to reap results. So with that said and done, please, friends, subscribe if you haven't already, smash that like button, share this video if you like, as it'll help me out a lot. Thank you all those who have already subscribed. I love all of you. Alright, in the Patchdan Bogad channel, you guys are nothing but fans. I love you all. And don't forget, Hail Satan. Have a good one, guys. Love you all.